you have a very big CSV file, or maybe it's a JSON file, and you cannot use it like that. You need to split it into different smaller CSV files or JSON files. You cannot do it manually, it's unmanageable, and you can't either ask an LLM just copy and pasting the content of the file or dragging and drop the file into the interface, as the file is that big that the context window of the LLM becomes full, gets to the limit, and then it cannot work. It is not going to do anything. So what can you do when that happens? You can use generative AI indeed, but not in that way. You need to use AI to help you automate the task, to give generative AI the instructions to generate a script or several scripts that would allow you to split the file content into, for example, 4 smaller files that then you will be able to use afterwards. So let's see how we can do that. So here we have 2 files, a JSON file and a CSV file. Both files are the same, 2 different formats, but the content is exactly the same, about 2,300 posts. And when you try to drag and drop the file or copy and paste the content of the file into an LLM, you don't get any work done because the context window gets full. So now let's use Claude to help us creating an automation for splitting the content of the files. Let's start with the JSON file first. So we open Claude, we ask create a script for splitting a JSON file into 4 parts. The different parts should have the same number of key value pairs when possible. If not possible, the closest. Here I paste part of the JSON file content for you to see the structure of the file. Paste it. So now we have the answer from Claude, and it is explaining what the script is going to do. Loads the JSON array and divides it into 4 chunks. The outputs, preserves the encoding. How should I input the JSON file? And it explains how the script works with that question. So it is basically just running the script and adding the path of the file, or if it is in the same directory, just the name of the file. So we download it. We're gonna use the command prompt. I get the directory where we have the files. I run the script, passing the file as an argument, and it has split very fast the content of the file into 4 different parts as asked. 2,651 items into 4 parts. We could open one of the parts and we could count, for example, how many author headlines are 662 matches, what means it is correct. Okay, because every array has that key as information, as a unique key. So counting all of them is going to provide us the total number. Very cool. Let's do the same now for the CSV file. In a new chat, we are going to ask Claude to create a script for dividing a CSV file into 4 parts. The number of rows must be the same when possible. If not, the closest. In this case, we are not pasting anything, not any part of the CSV file for Claude to have it as a reference, as CSV files are usually built in the same way and it's not that necessary. In this case, it explains how to use it here, so it is used in the same way, and even it allows us to split it in a different number of parts, not necessarily 4 parts. So I download the script. If I go to the directory, we have the script here and the file there, and it does again in the same way. Let's check if the part 1 has 663 rows. So let's go and use the CSV visualizer. We select the part 1, it is loading the content in the browser, and here we see it has 663 total rows. So now you have seen in just a few minutes how you can build a solution just using the help of AI and automate a process that would take you longer, take you a lot of time. It's very simple, and you can do that for many different tasks. This is a very powerful use case or a very powerful solution that generative AI allows us to implement, and all of us should be getting this as part of our daily tasks, as it is really simple and everyone can learn how to do it effectively. If you want to learn how to get the most of generative AI to automating tasks and saving you time in your daily work, follow and subscribe to my newsletter and stay tuned for more updates. Thank you for watching, thank you for your time, and see you next time.